Anyone that's done some filming with us will know that we're a big fan of drones, and we like to use the drones as much as we can, whenever we can, legally of course. To do that, we also have to be very careful where we film, and we are careful as much as we can be. But we have got a few drones, and we started out pretty easily and very simple drones, but we've gone up from there. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a history tour of our drone collection. Our first drone in our collection, the Parrot AR Drone. The AR Drone 2 was actually one of the best drones you could get at the time. It was very neat, very quick, reasonably agile, could go a good distance as long as you had a good mobile phone with a good Wi-Fi connection on it, and had HD quality of 720p. And as you can see, the drone here, it's actually had better days. The drone itself crashed into a tree the last time we flew it, and therefore the camera's wrecked. But never mind, we actually did have a lot of fun with this drone. A great drone. Parrot still makes this drone. I would classify this drone as a beginner's drone though. It's not exactly what you would classify as a high quality filming drone. From there we moved over to the Parrot Bebop to be precise. We didn't just go for the Parrot Bebop itself, we actually went a little bit further than that there, and we decided we'd go a little bit clever than that, and we got the full Sky Controller package. Now the Sky Controller is this device here with your tilts and pan and up and down, accelerate, etc. Great device, and the Bebop itself was really small, really agile, and when you didn't use the blade protectors, which I don't think we ever did, was really easy to fly. It went really well. It's got a 1080p camera on it that's got digital zoom capabilities and digital stabilization. It was a great drone. The problem was with it, as soon as the wind got above anything, it would disappear on you really quickly. So we couldn't fly at any decent distances, and we got very nervous about flying it even near any of the events that we were going to. But the Parrot drone, this is something I would recommend for kids that they've got parents that can afford a $1,000 outlay for a drone. It's a great device and it's a lot of fun. But when we realized we needed to go a little bit more professional than this, we actually jumped up a big step and went over to the Phantom, DJI Phantom 4. The DJI Phantom 4 is actually an incredibly powerful drone. It's got a well, this is actually a 4K camera on it, but it's stabilization, 3-axis gimbal stabilization. Comes with the great controller there that you can see at the back. This is the first time we actually got a controller that the phone actually sat in by default and was quite stable and quite good to use. It had an interesting way of mounting the phone. Even though you had this huge area here, you couldn't remove these. So that's actually where you mounted the phone, above there. There were lots of accessories you could get. But the DJI Phantom 4 itself looks like that. Now it's a great drone, really fast, really stable in reasonable winds, and it does a lot of good flying. And this one here, although it crashed rather embarrassingly one day, that was our fault. We were running different software on it than the default DJI software. Great drone though, a lot of fun. But we found it was good, but not so good around some of the things that we wanted to do. Plus we wanted a drone that we could open and run quickly. So we moved over and jumped again to a new drone. We tried the Mavic Pro. Now this is our favorite drone. There is no doubting that when you look at a drone that's this small, when it's folded up, it just fits in your pocket. I mean, it really does fit in your pocket. It's able to be deployed and be up and running in seconds. I'll do it with one hand. Fold out the wings. One, two. Fold out the bottom wings. Oh, look at that. How rough am I? Oh, jeez. Look how rough I can be with it. And this is something that was new to drones as well, was just how rough you could be with this drone. Fold it out. It's a big drone folded out. A really big drone folded out. But it's nice and small, fits in your pocket, and it came with this controller. Now this controller's got a display on it, so you don't need to use the controller. You can actually fold it up. You don't need to use the controller with a phone, and you don't need to use the controller with the drone either. You can actually just use your mobile phone if you want to. But we actually really like it with the controller. It does a great job. It's connected via a wire here. And the DJI Mavic Pro, by far our favorite drone. Now, we like the drone so much that when the DJI Spark came out, we couldn't help ourselves. We had to get the Spark. The Spark is the smallest, most stable drone you can get on the market right now. It's 1080p, not 4K. The Mavic Pro and the Phantom 4 are both 4K video with 3 gimbal stabilization. This is only 2-axis stabilization. It comes with some blades when you buy it in the Fly More pack, and that is the size of the drone. Now, folded out, it's only a little bit smaller than the Mavic, but it's just so small, so easy to fly. And the biggest feature, the biggest reason why we got it, it can be deployed in seconds. It doesn't need to have a controller with it at all. We've actually flown it by gesture control a number of times. Love it. But we did buy the Fly More pack with this as well, the Fly More combo, and that meant we got the controller. Now the controller, unlike the Mavic controller that you see beside here, there's no display on this controller. So if you're going to use it, you're best to use it with a mobile phone. And if you saw my video the other day where I says, I hope I don't lose my drone, you can actually connect your phone via the cable to the back of the controller, to the little micro USB port there, and you won't lose your drone at all. It's absolutely fantastic. It makes it nice and easy to fly. But you don't need it. You can actually just use gesture control. So, and we're a big fan of DJI. So we've even actually went out and we got the DJI Osmo, and I'm actually filming right now on the Osmo Mobile. These devices just make filming so much easier, so much smoother. I'm wiggling my controller around right now, and as you can see, the stabilization makes it nice and smooth. So that's our collection, and rather sizable collection of drones. We've actually got some mini drones as well, just for fun. If you wanted a word of advice on these drones, I wouldn't buy a child anything like the Mavic Pro. That's really a professional drone. It may not look like one, it's not priced like one. I would actually be buying that if I was semi-professional or planning on doing some really good stuff like some tramping, etc. The Phantom 4 is definitely a professional drone, definitely not for the home user out looking for a bit of fun, but more for the enthusiast, the person that's going to actually do some filming and really get out there and try some stuff. And of course the Spark, what can I say about the Spark? It's a fun drone that you can just take anywhere and throw it up in the air and off it goes. I'll add some footage to the end of this just to show you how easy it is just to fly it off. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you do like what we're doing here, and we will catch you next video.